Fields' first career start is in the state of Ohio.
The Chicago Bears just traded into number 11.
Got to be quarterback.
My Chicago Bears select Justin Fields, quarterback, Ohio State.
Soldier Field. Justin Fields. It feels right. One of the best players in all of college football.
He's going to give this team something they don't have. It's fun to watch.
Talking from the sideline, or you in the game. If you don't play to win, then you shouldn't play the game.
Field cutting in. He's in. Touchdown Bears.
This stuff is going to be dynamic when he becomes a full-time starter.
Talking from the sideline, or you in the game.
Andy Dalton is out with a knee injury. Justin Fields is in.
He has that mentality of rip your heart out.
This is what Fields can do.
I see it, Justin. Huge play.
Andy is still battling through his injury. Justin's going to be our starter.
I've prepared for this moment a long time. I'm ready.
Talking from the sideline, or you in the game.
And covering the first career start of the Ohio State Buckeye is the Stacey Dales. Stacey?
Thank you, Rich. Guess what? There's a first time for everything, and number one is making the first start of his career back in Ohio. I just actually, guys, talked to a staff member from this Chicago Bears squad, and here was the emphasis this week for Justin Fields and his preparation. Clear communication in the huddle and at the line of scrimmage with all of the pre-snap mechanics. He was fantastic this week in that area. And then the message from head coach Matt Nagy for the rookie quarterback, the 11th overall pick, becoming a franchise quarterback isn't going to happen in 65 snaps. It's going to take time. Quote, play by play focus. Good play, bad play, next play. Mental toughness, Kurt Warner, is what they are calling upon here today in the first start for Justin Fields.
Without a doubt, Stacey, and I can't wait to watch this. We've seen through the preseason, we saw it through his college career, that Justin Fields is a playmaker. He can make plays with his legs, can make plays with that big arm. One thing that I'm watching for, if you look at the quarterbacks that played in the preseason, 40-plus pass attempts, nobody took longer to throw the football than Justin Fields. There's times where he seems to hold the football as he's processing information. That is going to be something that is going to be key today, as you were talking about that process of pre-snap to get the ball out of your hands. Myles Garrett and company are going to be coming after him. So can't wait to watch Justin Fields get his first start, and that's the thing that I'm keeping my eye on. Now let's head out to Orchard Park and Kim Jones, where she's got her eyes on another young quarterback.
I do indeed, Kurt Warner. You know, Taylor Heineke makes the first road start of his career today here in Orchard Park against the Bills. And he got a big endorsement this week from his fabulous receiver, Terry McLaurin, who says, we know that Taylor is going to put us in position to succeed. We know he's going to be ready for this moment. Heineke's really popular among his teammates. Michael Irvin, I ask you, how does Washington make sure that Heineke can succeed today against these Bills?
And Kim, I tell you what they do. They have to use all of this kid's skill sets, gifts, and talents that God has blessed them with. And this kid is talented. He can move around. Let's move him around a lot. Let's give him some options. I would even like to see you give him some read options to help with that run game. But boy, that connection with him and Terry, Scary Terry, is great. Actually, I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm surprised because I thought Washington, after I watched this kid throw for 300 yards in that playoff game, I thought they would turn around and say, yeah, we're going to give this kid a great chance. He stood up last week. And what Kim was talking about, the team believes in him. Watch it, boy. That'll be scary for the Bills today. Now, let's go out to Mike G in Foxborough.
Thanks, Irv. If you're looking to build the perfect back, Patriots linebacker Dante Hightower says Alvin Kamara is your man. Adrian Phillips, Patriots safety, said his vision is crazy, his elusiveness even more crazy. So perhaps this is one that Bill Belichick would like a mulligan on. You see, Belichick actually interviewed Kamara when he was coming out of the University of Tennessee, and Kamara said they had a cool conversation. However, the Saints drafted Kamara, and he's lit up the league since, except for last week. 8 carries, 5 yards, just 30 total yards from scrimmage. Kamara didn't like that. He said, we're the aggressor. You punch or poke the bear. This bear bites back. Now, Mooch, what do you think about this offense versus defense coach Bill Belichick versus Sean Payton?
Yeah, they bite back all right. These aren't just two good coaches, Sean Payton and Bill Belichick. They are great coaches. In fact, Bill Belichick, with 312 combined regular season and playoff wins, is third all-time. 7 more. He's going to leapfrog George Halas. That's unbelievable. And Sean Payton, he's got 153 wins himself. But this is different, this game. It's not Drew Brees, who led the Saints for so long, and Tom Brady with the Patriots for so long. It's new quarterbacks. It's Jameis Winston, and it's rookie Mac Jones. But I'm going to give the advantage to Bill Belichick at home, even with the rookie quarterback, Mac Jones from Alabama. Now, for more on the Bengals and the Steelers, let's go over to Aditi in Pittsburgh.
Mooch, Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger comes into this game frustrated and beat up. Frustrated because the Steelers' newly revamped offense still hasn't taken off. Beat up because the Raiders hit him 10 times last Sunday, and he's been struggling all week with a left pec injury. But now today, against this Bengals defense, he may not exactly find a cure-all. When I talked to Bengals safety Von Bell, he said that it's physicality that the Bengals want to be their calling card. And through 2 games, it's hard to argue with that. They have 6 sacks. They're 6th in total defense. And as for Roethlisberger, Bell told me, it's our job to make sure he feels it where he hurts. Rich?
Didi, thanks very much. Now it's time for our first Game Theory with Cynthia Freeland, presented by Microsoft Surface. And the first score from you on this game with no TJ Watt and Ben Hurt.
Might as well just start with an upset, 24-23 in this matchup. Why? Because of big plays. Now, we saw T. Higgins is questionable, but I want to point out that Joe Burrow will be the difference maker in this one. 254, 2 touchdowns and an interception forecasted, but those deep gashes will be back. I think I like a Jamar Chase touchdown.
All right. And staying in the AFC North, you've got the Ravens and the Lions projection for us as well.
Well, again here, pretty big win here, 29-20 for the Ravens. I want to point out the Lamar Jackson touchdown, which includes 3 trips to the end zone. Touchdowns, 2 through the air, 1 on the ground, and 264 passing yards with 73 rushing. So another big day from Lamar Jackson forecasted against this defense.
And let's revisit the decision that we saw play out not only on the field, but with the lip reading with John Harbaugh asking,
go for it?
Yeah, do you want to go for this or not? So what was the decision that he had in front of him?
Okay, so 4th and 1. They were on their own 43, 1:05 left. Kansas City, no timeouts. If they get the first down, game over, Ravens win. They increased their win probability by 25% just by going for it. They would have had an 82% just going for it and not getting the first down necessarily. And if you give the ball back to Patrick Mahomes with time left, meaning punt, 57%. So they did themselves a huge favor by going for it. And I think maybe they had probably practiced this one ahead of time.
Sure.
So it was kind of like ahead of the show when you're like, Cynthia, you're going to have a good